Hey guys, it's been the Coin Geek at Old Pueblo Coin, and today I have some fun show and tell for you, some open box action on the world level, starting with one of my favorite little Great Britain coins. This is a shilling from 1816, and I say one of my favorites because it really has such a bold design. I've just always thought this has a very Romanesque look to it. As far as the overall design goes for a coin. This is also, this coin in particular design is cool, but also this coin is really cool because it's got some pretty crazy toning going on there, and I'm having a hard time getting my toning up. So let's try this. There's a little bit better, but it's got a lot of strong toning all the way around the rim on the back. And you know, before there was really micro printing, I mean, this is early 1800s. You got to look at the level of line work that was put into this coin before we had what we use as micro printing, because you had the lines going across, and then there's these dots down here that interrupt it. So really a pretty cool overall design. This coin, AU58. You know, maybe it's a couple $100, maybe on a good day, maybe not so much. This one is kind of fun. So this is actually, there's lots to say about this coin. Well, first of all, you know, if you don't know what you're looking at as far as what's going on with the surface, am I just having a hard time seeing things? You are not just having a hard time seeing things, folks. That is, the finish is pitted on this. And so here's the two lions hugging the shield, and the crown is above them. So that's pretty cool on that. And then on this side you have kings and queens and guillotine, 1619. So what's cool to me about this one is it is Spanish, Netherlands, Brabant, Antwerp. And what I like about this is, look at how much detail they have up on this thing. You got Spanish, Netherlands, Brabant, Antwerp, you got the KM number, Davenport number, saltwater damage. So this is where it is not great, is that saltwater damage. I requested to get this in a holder that says it was from the Meerstein shipwreck, which is where most of these are from. But you know, I guess this could have been from any old shipwreck, right? But anyway, that piece is probably about a $400 bill, something like that. You know, if you find a $400 bill, let me know. All right. LUDXVI DGFR at ET nav Rex. Okay, so a lot of things going here, a lot of lettering, a lot of dots and periods and stuff. So MOUSE. So if you don't know, this XVI, that's the 16th. This is Louis the 16th. Not sure if he was famous for anything, but 1777, France. And just a lovely piece. You know, just always fun getting the 18th century stuff out and taking a look at it. There's a nice big heart on the coin. We love our coins. VF30, that is an EQ. Neat piece. Probably a couple $100. Same with this guy here. We got a Mexican 1898, un peso. And you can tell this coin's not mine. You know how you know this coin's not mine? It got a straight grade on it. MS63, lovely coin. It's just, you regular watchers, you already know what I'm talking about when I look at that. And now we're going to interrupt our regularly scheduled PCGS open box video to show you some NGC coins that I just got back. Also, things that I'm pretty excited about, actually, because some of my favorite designs, of course, are from South America. They're larger coins, sometimes known as crown-sized coins in the coin world. Once again, looking at quite a bit of fancy line work there, a lot of originality to this coin. This is the SO mint mark of Santiago, Chile, and this is 1881, 1 peso, and it's got this, you know, lovely looking guy here, and you know, he has, if you didn't notice, he has a chain link, a link of a chain in his beak, and you'll see that the chains are connected down here. on his one claw. And so freedom for all, lots of those similar things that you used to looking on US coins, as far as there is that battle axe that you may recognize from the back of the Mercury dime. That's called a fascie. And overall, really cool piece. This Chilean piece is also probably north of $400 on that. This piece is not that expensive. 1927. Thought it was a nice looking coin. Came back at 64 brown. I was hoping for a little bit of a red brown, since it's, you know, partially red. You know, this is probably a $100 bill on a guy like this. I gotta get some of the, you know, it's really funny. I always think that I wipe off the little cardboard stuff that comes sometimes when it gets shipped, and yet there it is. There it is. And of course, some more symbolism there with the Mexican symbols of the bird and the snake. You know, so it's not just Americans that have, like, you know, violent symbolism from historical pasts. Man, 1880, Peru. Look at this piece. So this is actually going to remind some of you, if you collect U.S. coins, this is going to remind you quite a bit of some U.S. Coinage, but also some of the patterns that you'll see. Have a look. Kind of similar to this. Love the headdress on this one. This lady's looking great. 1880. And of course, not that we're going to get into a hair battle, but some of the best hair you'll find on a coin. Also, you know, the last time you'll see hair quite like that is going to be on the $4 gold piece, the Stella. And this coin on the back has a lot of symbols. If you see a llama, you know it's Peru, right? That's just kind of a thing. And you have a cornucopia here. The cornucopia, I'm que curioso. I'm not sure what's coming out of that thing right there, you know, because it looks like gold coins. And by the way, did anyone else look at that coin and think that it was Drew Barrymore on the front, or is it just me? Maybe I've watched The Wedding Singer one too many times. So I don't know if that's supposed to be coinage or not. Well, I guess I should find out. That's pretty cool. Really neat design here, and of course you've got a really nice looking wreath with acorns on here. One more look at Drew Barrymore. Yep, definitely. This comes with the dot and a no dot variety. The no dot variety is slightly more scarce based on whatever modeling I can do. There's about 70% of the same population. There's the B mint mark. And this one does not have the dot right after it. So that's why it's the no dot. You know, also probably a coin that's in the $400 or $500 range. And we actually had a couple of these little guys. And this guy apparently escaped somehow. 1949 China 20-cent piece from Yunnan. And pretty expensive, actually. These are also in that $500 ballpark for a coin like this. And welcome to the land of confusion. For anyone who doesn't actually know Chinese, you end up getting those numbers spin all around there, the symbols spun all around. This is the land we live in. But really neat looking coin overall. And next up, I've got some really cool stuff from PCGS. I'm really excited about these. I wish I owned them, but if I wanted to own them, I can, because guess what, folks? This is a cool series of coins out of Sweden from the early 1700s. Most of them are going to be dated. That series is 1718. And they've got these really nice looking portraits, images on them. They're dollars, D-A-L-E-R. When you see these little dollars, they're Swedish coins, little copper guys. Got the cannons and cannonballs, and then you got all the little, you know, paraphernalia there. You got your spears and whatnot. But this one, agile and ready. So what's cool about this series is, now you may think, well, okay, well, that's just a fun little copper coin. But from here on out, they start to change up just a little bit. Hopet, this is the heart, 1719. Then you have the symbolism of the ocean there with the anchor. And then the reverse is going to look like the other ones, only it's going to be upside down on this one. But when we get into, here we go. I didn't know about these coins. I didn't know that there was an actual lunar series back in the 1700s, 1718. There's the lightning bolt, that is Jupiter. And there is a fine-looking eagle. And so what's really cool about these, most of these came back in the AU grades. This one's really a nicer looking coin, AU58. And if you think these coins are cool, just go on eBay and you can find nice VF examples and bid on them. And buy a lot of them for 15 to 20 bucks. I was really surprised because there's a series that I was not familiar with. And not that I have to be familiar with everything, but this is Phobos. I don't need to be familiar with everything that's ever come out, but I'm always intrigued when I see an actual series of coins like this still kind of together and be something that I didn't have experience with. And how cool is this one? This one's Mercury. Let's see, there's Mercurius, and also has the caduceus there. Wings on the boots to make him fly. The speedy delivery. They call that one an AU55. Next up we have Mars. And this guy, ready for war. Ready for war on that one, AU53. This is a little bit more traditional looking. What's interesting about this is, by the way, these were all emergency issues. I love the fact that it's emergency issues, and then it's like, they took the time to make it look cool. So what's interesting about this, of course, is that if you look at this at first, you're like, hey, what's that British coin doing there? Because it mimics a British coin, but then of course it's the dollar on that side. Also, you see the 3 crowns, which is always kind of a hint that you're dealing with Sweden. Here's going back to the other one here. This one says emergency wits and weapons. And last but not least, on the design forum comes Saturn. And Saturnus. This looks like, it's really funny because I'm not as familiar with Saturn, but this is Father Time, right? There's the infant and there's the old man. I haven't made that connection, Saturn, as the new year. But then again, I didn't ask the guys who made the coins. I wasn't around. But also, I'm not into astronomy or astrology. Just I know things. I learn things from coins. So that's how I end up picking up on a lot of stuff. All right, guys. Well, pretty cool stuff. Let me know what you think. Thanks so much for watching. I'm Ben the Coin Geek. You can subscribe by clicking on the owl button in the corner and watch more videos on the right side of the screen. Thanks.